Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to draft and sew this underbust corset top. I actually cut out this corset top from this abaya I'm no more wearing. If this is something you're interested in, then let's get started. The top I'll be making has a zip at the center front, so the first measurement I'll take is 1 inch. This will serve as a zip allowance. From my shoulder, I'm going to measure my bust point, under bust, and my top length. Once I am done taking the measurement, I'm going to connect my lines. The next measurement I'm going to take is half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. I'll mark it. Then from the shoulder measurement, I'll go down by 1 inch. After that, I'm going to mark 3 inches. This is my neck measurement. Then I'm going to connect the line from my neck measurement to my shoulder slope. To get my armhole opening, what I did was to divide my bust by 6. Then I added 1.5. From the marked point, I measured 8 inches. This is my shoulder measurement. I just did it to get a straight line. After that, I'm going to extend my line. After that, I'm going to label my line as my chest line, bust point, under bust, and top length. On my chest line, I'm going to measure quarter of my bust measurement. I'll mark it. Then I'll add 1.5 inches sewing allowance to it. On my waistline, I'll also measure quarter of my waist measurement. Then I'll add 1 inch for that intake and also 1.5 inches as my sewing allowance. Then I'm going to connect my lines from my chest line to my waistline. For my waistline, I'll be going down by 2 inches. I'm going to join my lines with a curve from that 2 inches to the waistline. After that, I'll draw a straight line on my zipper allowance. On my waistline, I'm going to measure half of my nipple to nipple point. I'll also measure the same thing on my under bust. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to connect my lines. The next thing I did was to go in by half of an inch on both sides. Then I connected them to the under busts. After that, I went back to my armhole. I measured half of my armhole length. On the marked point, I went in by half of an inch. I'm going to mark that too. Then I'm going to use my curve rule to connect my points. Since the neckline is a V shape, I'm going to draw a straight line from my shoulder measurement, from my neck measurement, up to the under bust. Then I'm going to extend the zipper allowance. I also added half an inch sewing allowance on my shoulder measurement. Once I'm done taking all my measurements, I went ahead to cut out my pattern. After cutting out my pattern, I realized one part of the under bust was quite short, so I'm going to just reshape it or redo it basically. What I'm going to do is to add extra paper on the short parts. Then I'm going to use a paper tape to join them together. After that, I'll take my curve rule to reshape it. I went ahead to cut out my new pattern once I was done drafting it. For the upper part, what I did was to get the midpoint of my shoulder, that is 2.5. Then I connected it to half of my nipple to nipple point. Then I went ahead to cut it, but I did not cut it off completely. I'll be adding extra paper underneath the pattern paper. What I'm going to do is to mark 2 inches between the opening. Then I'm going to just use paper tip to hold it down. After I've gotten my 2 inches, I'm going to cut out my new pattern paper. For my back pattern, I'm going to take the same measurement I took on my front. So I'll take it on my back. I'm going to measure my bust point, under bust, and my top length. I'll be marking half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches, then my neck measurement, which is 3 inches. After that, I'll go down by 1 inch on my shoulder measurement. That's my shoulder slope. Then I'm going to connect my lines. To get my armhole opening, I divided my bust by 6, then I added 1.5. After I've gotten that, on the mark point, I marked 8 inches on it. This is my shoulder measurement. I just did it to get a straight line. On my chest line, I'm going to mark quarter of my bust measurements. After marking that, I'll add 1.5 inches to it. On the waistline, I marked quarter of my waist measurement. After that, I added 1 inch for my dart intake, and I also had 1.5 inch for my sewing allowance. After that, I connected my point from the chest line to the waistline. On the waistline, I'll mark half of my nipple to nipple measurement. That's 3.5 inches. I'll mark it. I'll do the same for my under bust. I'll also mark half of my nipple to nipple measurements on my bust point. On my waistline, I'll mark half an inch on both sides. Then I'm going to connect it to my bust point. After I'm done with that, I went ahead to shape out my armhole. For my neck depth, I went down by 1 inch. Then I'm going to connect it to my neck measurements. For my shoulder, I added half an inch as my sewing allowance. Once I'm done taking all the measurements, I went ahead to cut out my pattern paper. So guys, I've also cut out my fabric. Note that the back measurement was cut out on a fold and I did not add any other allowance on the side. For the front upper part, I added half an inch allowance on that bottom. Then I added half an inch allowance on the center front. For the bottom part, I added half an inch allowance on all parts except from the top length and the side seam. I'm also going to cut out my lining. After I'm done cutting out my fabric and lining, I went ahead to attach interface to the lower part of my top. The first thing I'm going to do is to stitch together the lower parts. I'm going to go to my sewing machine and stitch it. For the upper part of my top, I'm going to stitch both my fabric and my lining together. I'll be stitching the center front and the side seam only. For my back, the first thing I'll do on my back is to take in the dart intake. I'll do this for both my lining and my fabric. Once I'm done stitching the back, I'll go to my neckline and just stitch up the neckline. After that, I'll go to the bottom part and stitch it up too. So back to my front part. After I'm done stitching the lining and the fabric together, for the upper part, I'm going to pleat it by 2 inches. I actually notched the points while I was cutting out my fabric. I'm going to stitch the pleated part down just to hold it. After I'm done with the upper part, I'll move to the lower part. On the lower part, you can actually add bonnets to yours. To the joining, but I will not be adding to mine because it makes me uncomfortable. I will be stitching both my lining and my fabric together, but I will not be stitching up the upper parts. I'm going to stitch up the lower parts and the two sides. On the zip allowance, I'm going to leave 2.5 inches for the opening to pull out my fabric once I'm done. This is how it looks like once I was done sewing. Please note that the opening is by the zip allowance. After I'm done stitching the lower parts, I'm going to measure the length of both parts to make sure they are the same, bearing in mind that there will be 1 inch zip allowance on the lower parts. Next thing I'm going to do is to put the upper part inside the lower part, making sure right sides are facing each other. Just watch the way I'm doing it. Once I've placed it in, I'm going to pin them together starting from the side seam. On the other edge, I'm going to measure 1 inch. This is my zip allowance. Once I've marked it, then I'm going to start pinning from the marked 1 inch. After I'm done pinning, I'll go to my sewing machine and stitch up the lines. Then I'll pull it out from the opening right there. This is what it looks like after I'm done sewing. I'm going to just notch all the edges before pulling my upper parts out. The next thing to do is to go to my sewing machine and stitch up the opening, the 2.5 inches opening. After I'm done with that, I'm going to place my front piece together and stitch the zip allowance. So guys, this is how it looks like after stitching it. The reason why I did this was to know where to place my zip when I'm stitching. I'm going to rip it open, then fix my zip. This is what it looks like after I'm done fixing the zip. After I'm done fixing the zip, I'm going to attach both my front and back shoulders together. I'm going to show you the two ways I do attach my shoulder. After joining my shoulder, the next thing is to attach my sleeve. Since I'll be using the sleeve for my abaya, I do not have a video on how I cut out this ballon sleeve. What you can do is to watch other YouTube tutorial on how to cut out this ballon sleeve. The next thing I'm going to do is to attach my sleeve to my armhole opening. What I'm doing here is to make sure they are both of the same length before I go to my sewing machine to stitch them together. I realize the sleeve is quite longer than the armhole opening. What I'm going to do is just to plait it by the shoulder joining. After stitching up my sleeve, I'm going to stitch up the side seam. Then we are done with our tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.